sounds like a song that Kiss would write when you think about it. And I know that a lot of people are like, well, you got to look at it. You got the TV shows happening for Disney Plus. You have this happening. It's great and all, but when you look at the movies that's going into theaters, there is really nothing that really stands out. Nothing really strong, in my opinion. Spider-Man is a strong character. When you have a name like Spider-Man, look and suit of Spider-Man, it's money. It's going to be, people are going to go see it. When you go like, we were going to do a new Thor film, we're going to have Lady Thor. Lady Thor isn't really popular in the mainstream market. Not even in the comic book market, it's not that popular. You don't have anything that's really mainstream that will capture someone's attention to go see that film. Spider-Man does. I mean, you get Blade, which I'm excited, but the thing about it is, like, Doctor Strange, yeah, we're getting Doctor Strange, but there's nothing mainstream with the entire films. I mean, they didn't even announce a Avengers film happening, which is kind of nerve-wracking when you think about it. No Avengers film? But I know they're trying to get people to get Disney Plus. Now that that Disney bought Hulu, it's going to be exciting. Disney Plus and Hulu is like $12.99. So anyway. I know that a lot of MCU fans are like upset. They're crying. I know that. I feel horrible for them, and it's just, they're going through a really, really tough emotional time. And I don't know what to say or how to comfort them and stuff. And I know they're just, I feel bad for them. Hey, what are you doing here? It's alright. Don't cry like that, dude. I feel bad. I feel horrible. There's nothing we could really do right now. It's just to comfort those poor people going through a really tough, upsetting time. So, who was that? It's a joke. It's from a video on YouTube. Best cry ever. So, anyway. I just imagine it's what Marvel fans sounded like when they got the news that they lost Spider-Man. I'm kind of bummed about it because they brought J.K. Simmons in. That's what I heard from my uncle who's seen the movie, that J.K. Simmons returned, which kind of upset me because he was not bad as Gordon in the Justice League movie. Now that should be something to cry about. I hate that movie. That is a deplorable film to sit through. So, anyway, my co-host left, so that was Lilo. I have Lilo, Stitch, and Lola, so. I know a lot of people were like messaging me on They weren't messaging me, they were messaging the people who handle my Twitter. And people wanted to know what I think of the Sony Marvel debacle situation. I don't know what to think of it. I just look at it, I'm like, it's business. And business sucks, unfortunately. Except you're really good at it. Negotiate, handle distributors, which I had to do, which was a pain in the ass. So I tell you this, like, I'll tell you this story. Getting my show on Apple Podcasts, that was a bitch to deal with, because I couldn't get it on there the first couple times, and finally the third time when the show was going, it got on there, and that was a pain in the ass to deal with. So anyway, typing in the keyboard. A lot of things happened in Batman 77. Alfred Pennyworth killed. Tom King, or Queen, depending on who you call him, killed Alfred. Bane broke his neck. And that was, I saw that and I was just like, you fucking asshole. It's like you killed off a good character. And it's like, anyway. Dan Slott, it's kind of funny though. When I had Twitter, when I had like my personal Twitter, he blocked me for no apparent reason. And the official podcast Twitter, he blocked us. And I don't know what I did to him, but apparently he got angry. Alfred died without seeing Bruce's happiness. I know that angered me. It's like, it kind of makes no sense if you read Doomsday Clock, which takes place in the DC Rebirth universe. Alfred is alive. In Tom King's Batman, Alfred is dead. And Tom King's Batman takes place in the DC Rebirth. It kind of makes no sense when you look at it. And they killed off Jessica Cruz, the Green Lantern, Jessica Cruz, which was created by Jeff Johns and Ethan Van Sciver. The reason that they did that was that they didn't want to pay royalties to, I guess, Ethan Van Sciver. I guess, I don't know. DC's kind of in a weird place. Anyway, Dan Slott, the writer of Spider-Man, takes issues with Avengers Endgame, stating that Peter shouldn't kill. I actually agree with him. And as much as I love the Sam Raimi trilogies, Spider-Man shouldn't kill. When it comes to Batman, what happened with Alfred and all that, fair game. Batman should kill. I know a lot of people are going to get mad about that, but it's like, it's the truth. It's like if someone kills an important character to the protagonist should kill the villain, in my opinion. I agree. I didn't get to see Endgame. I just sort of I have no interest in seeing it, unfortunately. But I agree with Dan Slott on this one, that Spider-Man shouldn't kill. Because he wrote this: confession, there's one moment I did not like in all of Avengers Endgame. This: Peter Parker shouldn't kill. even when it comes to Thanos' evil of an army of alien space hounds, but not liking one moment of a 3-hour, 2-minute but not liking one moment of a 3-hour, 2-minute film. Holy shit, it's 3 hours? I ain't seen that film for a while. Ain't that bad. Where Peter Parker says, activate instant kill. That's one thing that always bugged me about Peter Parker in MCU. Is him having an AI to help him in his suit. That's just the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Oh, my phone went off. I got an email. And I'm turning off the ringer. So I can't. I agree with Dan on this one. Like, I agree with him. Spider-Man Peter Parker shouldn't kill. FX is doing a dramatization of Bill Clinton's impeachment. Oh, I cannot wait for that. I remember that. Let me tell you something. I did not have sexual relations with that woman. I cannot wait for that moment. I love that moment in history. I should play Bill Clinton. I should play him in that film or show, whatever they do. Because if you remember, if you ever watched the video in history, he comes out and he looks like so relaxed, like he just screwed someone and came out to give a speech and deny everything of it. He just, yeah. It's a great moment in history. I remember this funny moment that happened. I watched a documentary about Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Not Robert F. Kennedy Jr. JFK Jr. It was funny. It's a funny moment he did. He ran a magazine called George because he tried to, like, people wanted him to, like, run for office, run for senator, run for president, and he just didn't want to do it. But you really couldn't blame him, because the moment in history that everyone talks about is him saluting the coffin that's carrying his father. And it's like, really, you want to have him be remembered for that tragedy? It's like, come on. But there's a photo in history where it shows him under the desk while his father's working in the Oval Office. And he wrote a letter that says, "Dear Mr. President, I couldn't barely fit under that desk when I was 3. I don't know how an intern did." It was just like, it was a funny, hilarious thing. So I just always thought that was a funny moment. Let's see. Alrighty, another question. Do you think Hillary Clinton was involved in the JFK Jr. death? I don't know. I don't want to say because I don't want that crazy ass people coming after me. I tell you this, I honestly don't know. The Jeffrey Epstein thing, I do believe something weird happened. I'll just say that. I think that's kind of a weird thing that happened and stuff. It's like the Illuminati. It's like a lot of people always say, like, celebrities are part of the Illuminati. And it's like, I don't know how you'd believe it, because half of them barely can keep a secret. You know? So, anyway. I'm going to try to see what they're going to do with Spider-Man.